Okay, so I know I made a video yesterday saying how I have 200,000 DPS on my weapon. I'm gonna tell you why I got rid of that weapon and went down in damage, and I actually went up in damage. What's up, everybody? I'm Dear Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back in some Path of Exile 2, and today I want to kind of go over something that I was kind of going through with identifying what weapon to move forward from this weapon. So long story, I had this weapon for the last, I would say, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 hours on my playthrough, and it's a good weapon. So on paper it's quality 20, it's 300 damage, that's cold damage. And going down the list, 40% physical damage, 148% physical damage cold, accuracy, critical damage bonus, 28%, 11% attack speed, and the mega of them all, +6 to all melee skills. So, just starting off, this weapon on paper is weaker than the current weapon I got going on right now. So the current weapon I have, even this one, is 468. And when I say weaker, the numbers might look huge. You might be like, oh man, the numbers are bigger. What do you mean? No, it's I'll show you real quick. Let me just show you the weapon. So there's a weapon. This has 468 damage, increased physical attack, lightning. This one has 20 attack speed, 19 dexterity, and the stuns, whatever. So, and this one's cool. This one has rage on hit. So just looking at this weapon, when I go over to my actual full screen, my skills, you look at my DPS. So right now, just standard, no buffs, my DPS is showing 66,000 with the new weapon. And I go over here, equip, that's 80,000. That's 20,000 more DPS I'm losing on the old weapon versus the new weapon. So why is the new weapon so much weaker when it translates into the ice strike? It's because of this right here. +6 to all melee skills. So if I go over here to my ice strike, you see +6 to all my skills. It's even stronger. I'm not sure if it shows the full attack. 246 here. If I take it off, you'll see the difference here. Equip. Now it goes down. The damage here is 184. So actually, this other weapon, this one, or is it which one I have equipped? The new one is stronger. Now the problem with the new one is because it has +6 to all those skills, it burns through mana, and when you burn through mana, you put yourself in a situation where you can no longer attack, and that's where you gotta wait. And there's other ways I can get my mana back. So when you can't attack, you're losing DPS. Okay, compared to this weapon, yeah, I put it on. Hold on. Get the ice strikes going. If you notice, I can just spam machine gun everything and no problem. Get this out here, done. And the cool thing about that is, like, I'm not losing any kind of damage. Another cool thing about the fact that I have this ability to keep on using my mana is I can actually use my skills. So I can use this. I can use my bell. Before, I couldn't use my bell and my skills because the only thing I could do is just my ice strike. Because my ice strike would take up all my mana, so I wouldn't have enough mana to use. I can't use Flicker Strike in this moment. I can't put my bell down in this moment. All I have to do is wait, hope I don't die in the moment, and get some more. So right now, let's get all the buffs. Let's see what it's at. So this is, which weapon is this one? This is the old weapon. Out of stamina, 145 damage. And boom, look at that. See, I'm in trouble. I couldn't attack right there. So that's why, even though when you go online, you're trying to find a weapon, this one has critical damage boost, attack speed, +6 levels to your melee skills. It's not beneficial. I wouldn't necessarily go for that because it's gonna drain up your mana. Versus here, Hold on, let's pop this real quick. Get out. Oh, wait. Oh, spicy. Spicy. And boom. Flicker strike. Bell. Flicker strike. Oh my goodness. I look at my mana. I'm chilling. I'm just chilling. I'm pretty sure you guys understand the fact what I'm trying to say here is it's more important for you to be able to use your actual skills and use your attack versus not being able to use your attacks. So say I was stuck on this weapon, what are some ways I can kind of overcome my mana restraints? There's things you can do, like for me, on this ring, this one has mana recovery. Marmulet has 31% increased mana recovery, which is actually good for both weapons, because the first weapon, the one that has the +6 to melee skills, needs it more than this one, but my other weapon will currently benefit as well also. Another thing I can do is we can put on a medium node in your passive tree that cuts down on mana usage. I haven't found one yet, but I'm pretty sure there's a medium node in there that will cut down on some mana reduction. All you gotta do is distill it into your gear, which is the end game mechanic for those that aren't familiar with it. Another thing you can do is you can actually decide to just go back. I can go back, and what I can do is I can just use a lower skill of my attack. So instead of me using right now, what am I using? I'm using level 7. I'm up to level 18. If I go down to a number 13 and make my ice strike out of this, then I can kind of offset the maximum levels I'm getting on ice strike since I use it so much, and then I'll be fine with my other attacks because I don't use them as much. So that's one thing you can do to kind of offset the damage. Say you want to keep using that weapon. But the other things you can do is, as I was editing the video, I forgot about this part, but other things you can do to kind of like circumvent the mana situation is two things. It's kind of hard because you can do this, for example, you can put 2 of these on and it recovers 2% of your mana when you kill enemies. This is great when you're in a while doing the end game stuff and there's a bunch of enemies around so you can fight those dudes. But when you get to a boss, that's when it gets in trouble because you can't necessarily kill the boss because you're losing your energy. That's where this weapon is really going to be a disadvantage. Another thing that's good to do is you gain mana on kill, like my gloves right here. I gain 43 mana per kill. That's another way you can like put this together to kind of circumvent some of the mana. But ultimately, I would recommend probably going lower tier, a tier below on the skill. And the problem with that is, say you already quality 20 the skill, now you can't use it. So, but that's the kind of give or take. You want to use that weapon, but you don't want the mana problem that comes along with it. But when picking this weapon, because I knew I was going to be missing out on that +6 levels, I still wanted to make sure I was coming out on top. So with this weapon, the cool thing is it has 20% attack speed. As you see, I can attack really, really fast. And this one has 38% chance to crit on the attack, 38%. So that's where I can start working on getting more damage by increasing my crit rate. Because I hit so fast, I'll crit more often, allowing us to do more damage overall. So my other weapon had 11% attack speed boost. This one has 20%, so I got something, but I'm also able to use all of my skills, which makes me actually stronger, and I'm able to clear tier 15 waystones and maps without any problem. So I just kind of wanted to make this so as people are looking online trying to buy a weapon, upgrade their weapon, they're not like cut themselves short by thinking that things weigh more than they actually do, if that makes sense. So when identifying your weapon, you want to buy a weapon, you want to wait and make sure you're looking at all the factors, but just know that yes, melee plus will give you more damage, but at the cost of your mana. So let's go ahead and do this breach, because I love doing breaches for the end videos, just because it's fun. Look at this. I could use all my skills. I'm in here, not worried about a damn thing. Look at that. Not worried about a thing. See? Like I said, I can use all my skills. What else? Any mark of flicker too? We took out the whole breach. We took it all out. Oh, here we go. Ah, I love it when it like teleports me somewhere else. Damn it. I think this one might be over. Oh, here they are. Here they are. Boom. Not one time did you hear any kind of mana concerns. And we're just chilling. I was able to use my breach. There was no reason for me to use a bell, but I could if I needed to. And it was fun. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe. Until next time, dear gamers, signing out.